Remember when Kamala Harris was the border czar? So do I. So does everyone who hasn't been living under a rock for the past few years. But according to our ever-reliable media, Axios and other outlets now claim Harris never actually had this title, even though they were the first to give it to her. As Harris gears up for her inevitable nomination as the Democratic candidate for the 2024 presidential election, the Democrats are in full damage control mode. Their strategy? Pretend Harris had nothing to do with Biden's disastrous border policies. It's almost admirable how they're trying to pull off this Houdini act. Kamala Harris's rise to the top of the Democratic ticket is the Cinderella story nobody asked for. She didn't win a single primary, but here she is, poised to become the Democratic nominee. This miraculous ascent, devoid of any real electoral support, raises questions. How did someone with minimal grassroots support become the frontrunner? The deep state's fingerprints are all over this one. They pushed Biden out and are now shoving Harris down our throats with the subtlety of a sledgehammer. And let's not forget the media's role in this farce. If I didn't know better, it's almost as if they're colluding with the government to control the narrative. Oh wait, that's exactly what's happening. The Democrats are playing 4D chess while everyone else is still figuring out checkers. Their ability to reshape history, control the narrative, and prop up their chosen ones is both terrifying and impressive. This whole debacle isn't really about border policies, it's about the shameless lying and hypocrisy that has become the hallmark of our political system. When recent history can be rewritten with the flick of a pen, what hope do we have for the truth of any historic events? If they can convince us that Harris was never the border czar, what other fabrications are we deep-throating? The only way to combat this relentless manipulation is through a public shaming of epic proportions. Think Game of Thrones. Season 5, Episode 10, Walk of Shame, but for politicians and the media. We need to hold these people accountable, not with pitchforks and torches, but with unyielding public scrutiny and demands for the truth. If we don't take action, we'll see these manipulators ascend to even higher positions of power, including the Supreme Court. The electoral process has become a joke. Without significant change, our so-called democracy will remain a puppet show controlled by unseen hands and manipulated narratives.